China's economic boom has brought about incredible change. Over the past few decades, cities have transformed almost beyond recognition, with new skyscrapers rising every year and millions of people moving from rural villages to bustling urban centers. The pace of development is breathtaking, and the country's landscape is now a testament to ambition and progress. Cities gleam with modernity, and technology races forward at a dizzying pace. Everywhere you look, there's evidence of innovation, digital payments, smart devices, and a culture that seems to embrace the future with open arms. Life in China's metropolises is fast, connected, and full of possibilities. Yet, beneath this surface of progress lies a quiet revolution, a dramatic rise in the number of single women. It's a shift that's not always visible in the city lights, but it's changing the very fabric of society. Across China, millions of women are choosing to remain unmarried, challenging traditional norms and expectations. These women are forging their own paths, often prioritizing education, career, and personal growth over early marriage. This phenomenon, far from being just a statistical anomaly, reflects a profound shift in Chinese society. It's a movement that's gaining momentum, with more women than ever before embracing independence and self-determination. It speaks to the changing aspirations of women and the challenges they face in a nation grappling with its own transformation. Many are pursuing higher education, building successful careers, and seeking fulfillment beyond traditional roles. The reasons behind this surge in singlehood are, honestly, pretty complex and multifaceted. It's not just about personal choice, it's about shifting values, economic pressures, and evolving ideas about what it means to live a meaningful life. They're deeply woven into the fabric of China's social, economic, and cultural landscape. From the rising cost of living and housing to the pressures of balancing work and family, to the growing acceptance of diverse lifestyles, every factor plays a role. To really understand this trend, we have to delve into the lived experiences of these women. Their stories reveal the hopes, fears, and dreams that drive this new wave of independence. We need to listen to their stories and understand their motivations. Only by hearing their voices can we appreciate the courage it takes to defy convention and carve out a new path. Only then can we grasp the full significance of this silent revolution sweeping across China. It's a movement that's not just about numbers, but about real people making bold choices. This essay will explore the factors driving this trend, examining the social, cultural, and economic forces at play. We'll look at how government policies, family expectations, and global influences are shaping the lives of Chinese women today. We'll delve into the lives of these women, understanding their challenges and celebrating their triumphs. Their journeys are filled with both obstacles and opportunities, and their resilience is inspiring. And this is not just a story about single women in China, it's a story about women everywhere navigating love, ambition, and identity in the 21st century. As we explore this phenomenon, we'll see how the choices of Chinese women echo the experiences of women around the globe, all striving to define happiness on their own terms. In China, the term leftover women, or shengnu, carries a weight far heavier than its literal translation. It's not just a phrase, it's a social marker, a label that can shape the course of a woman's life in profound ways. For many, hearing this term is a reminder of the expectations that society places on them, and the consequences of not meeting those expectations. It's a label, often used pejoratively, to describe unmarried women in their late 20s and 30s. The term is loaded with judgment, suggesting that these women have somehow failed to fulfill their supposed duty to marry by a certain age. It's a stigma that can follow them everywhere, from family gatherings to the workplace and even in casual conversations with friends. This term reflects the deeply ingrained societal pressure on women to marry and have children, a pressure that, honestly, persists despite China's rapid modernization. Even as women achieve higher education, build successful careers, and contribute to society in countless ways, the expectation to settle down and start a family remains ever present. Being labeled a leftover woman is not merely a social inconvenience, it carries real, tangible consequences. The emotional toll can be significant, leading to feelings of isolation, anxiety, and self-doubt. For some, it can even affect their mental health and sense of self-worth. These women face discrimination in both their personal and professional lives, often subject to relentless questioning from family, friends, and even strangers. At family dinners, questions about marriage can overshadow any discussion of their achievements. In the workplace, their marital status can be used to judge their commitment or reliability. The pressure to conform, to fulfill the expected role of wife and mother, can be overwhelming. It's a constant presence, shaping decisions about career, relationships, and even where to live. Many women feel caught between their own aspirations and the expectations of those around them. This societal pressure stems from traditional Confucian values that emphasize marriage and family as the cornerstone of a woman's worth. These values have been passed down through generations, shaping the way families and communities view women's roles. A woman's value, according to these traditional beliefs, is primarily tied to her role as a wife and mother. Success in other areas of life is often seen as secondary, or even irrelevant, if she remains unmarried past a certain age. While China has made strides in promoting gender equality, these deeply rooted beliefs continue to influence societal attitudes. Women are increasingly visible in leadership roles, academia, and entrepreneurship, yet the old expectations linger, creating a complex landscape for modern Chinese women to navigate. The term leftover women is a stark reminder of the challenges Chinese women face as they navigate changing societal expectations. Online forums and social media are filled with debates, criticisms, and sometimes harsh judgments, making it difficult for women to escape the scrutiny. It really highlights the tension between tradition and modernity, and the pressure women feel to conform to outdated norms. Many women find themselves at a crossroads, trying to balance respect for family traditions with their own dreams and ambitions in a rapidly changing society. Despite this pressure, many Chinese women are challenging this label, embracing their singlehood, and redefining what it means to be a successful woman in modern China. They are building supportive communities, sharing their stories, and inspiring others to pursue happiness on their own terms, proving that a woman's worth is defined by much more than her marital status. China's economic boom has not only transformed its cities, filling the skylines with gleaming towers and the streets with endless energy, but it has also brought about profound changes in its people, especially its women, who are now more visible and empowered than ever before. Higher education, which was once a rare privilege for women, is now within reach for millions across China. More young women are attending universities, earning advanced degrees, and pursuing fields that were once dominated by men. This unprecedented access to education has opened doors to a world of new opportunities. Women are entering the workforce in record numbers, taking on roles in technology, finance, entrepreneurship, and more. With this, they are gaining financial independence and a sense of self-determination that previous generations could only dream of. As women climb the corporate ladder, start their own businesses, and achieve financial security, their priorities are naturally shifting. Many are now able to make choices based on their own aspirations rather than societal expectations. Marriage, which was once seen as the primary life goal and a marker of success, is no longer the only or even the most important path to fulfillment for many women. Instead, a growing number of women are choosing to delay marriage, or even opt out of it entirely, focusing on their careers, personal growth, and honestly just pursuing their passions, whether that's art, travel, wellness, or entrepreneurship. This shift in priorities has led to what some experts call a gender role mismatch. As women's ambitions and achievements rise, traditional expectations about marriage and family life are being challenged. Many highly educated and successful women now seek partners who are their intellectual and professional equals, someone who can truly share their journey, both emotionally and practically. However, traditional gender roles, where men are expected to be the primary breadwinners and women the caretakers, often clash with these new aspirations. This can create tension, not just between couples, but also between generations within families. This mismatch in expectations is a significant factor contributing to the rising singlehood among Chinese women. Many are choosing to remain single rather than compromise on their standards or settle for relationships that don't meet their emotional, intellectual, and financial needs. Today's women are no longer content with marriages that don't offer true partnership and mutual respect. They are embracing singlehood as a valid and fulfilling lifestyle, investing in themselves and their own happiness. This new generation of women is, in many ways, redefining what a successful life looks like in China, one where marriage is a choice, not an obligation, and where personal fulfillment comes in many forms. The one-child policy, implemented in 1979 and officially ending in 2016, has left an indelible mark on Chinese society, particularly in its demographics. This policy, while intended to control population growth, has inadvertently created a significant gender imbalance, with a surplus of men and a scarcity of women. This gender imbalance has intensified the marriage market, especially for men. The competition for brides has become fierce, with men often resorting to extravagant displays of wealth and social status to attract a partner. This pressure has, in turn, placed women in a position of greater bargaining power when it comes to marriage. However, this bargaining power is a double-edged sword. While it might seem empowering, it also reinforces the commodification of women in the marriage market. Women are often judged based on their market value, which is determined by factors such as age, appearance, and social status. The one-child policy's legacy continues to shape marriage patterns in China. It has created a challenging landscape for both men and women navigating love and marriage. The resulting gender imbalance, coupled with traditional expectations, has created a complex and challenging landscape for both men and women navigating love and marriage and social status. The one-child policy's legacy continues to shape marriage patterns in China.